It's not gonna be
to the extent of because it's like an indoor basketball court to an arena. It's not gonna be an arena,
but it still can be utilized in the same aspect, and you can still get the same results as long as you put in, you know what I'm saying, either the same work a little bit more.
You was trying,
you know what I'm saying? I'm good right now. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
If I was at the point that I was supposed to be at, I probably would be on.
I feel you though. This is some work. This is some work.
I'll mess with that like tomorrow, shit like that. I think we talking good stuff. We coming back late with it again. What's up? Shout out to BlakGooseTV Valley. We just talking that. Talk a little bit about the music life. Hey man, we've been talking about this a little bit. We got a lot. I feel like we've been saying this for a while too, man. We got a lot of new shit coming for y'all, but we do, man. This pandemic, man. This coronavirus. It really like either you kind of just roll with it, whether you can or not. Obviously, whether you can or not. Some people you don't have no choice but to stress about all of it, or you can at least try and create or find something new in your own life, or something old that you let die that you can revive. What we doing, man? In the future, man, we will have some new stuff coming for you. We gonna change up the channel, just how it looks. Excuse me, y'all. Trust me, I don't got that corona. I'm telling you, it's not the corona.
It's that pressure. It's that pressure. It's that pressure. It's that pressure.
We're gonna change up. We're gonna change up how it looks, quality, music-wise. We're gonna have a lot of music coming with y'all from now on. To anything you hear music-wise on this channel, it's only gonna be our music. We got a lot of new stuff now. Like we got plans, and we're gonna invest. And just because you know what I'm saying, when you get to this point too, when you get in this situation, I'm like, I mean, I enjoy this shit. This shit cool, man. It's cool. So it's like, why would I not? Like, it would be cool to see what happened, making it better when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so it's like when we upload it, it's like it's universal. We don't gotta.
Or it's like, let's say even in the simplest terms, say you're starting up a sport, right? You don't have any type of ill will or any type of long-term goals, and you're just doing it because you're like, hey man, this is fun, and you enjoy it just for what it is. When we start taking it serious, so on and so forth, not only do you continue doing it, it becomes a passion. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you would never know the endless. Where I was actually going with that, because I do know I was going with that. I'm just talking that shit. Is we got some new shit coming for y'all, man. And we've been saying it for a minute, but we really about to make it. You know what I'm saying? Music-wise, YouTube channel-wise.
Nah, man, it's gonna be of quality, and it's like
we're gonna upgrade the quality, y'all. No more bullshitting, goddammit.
Yeah, man. It's like, if anything,
because that's what we've been doing.
And it's because it's like for me, like I thought we was on our shit, honestly, like because I'm like when I think of the average person, I'm thinking like somebody's not really trying to do it like this. But it's like even if you feel like you that unique, man, it's like if somebody does go to a studio and they do drop $100 or whatever plus dollars, that song sound better.
Amazing. But it's worth it. Like it's worth. When you really think about it, it's worth dropping that amount of money when you're thinking of an aspect of I'm just going to be create this one song. You know what I'm saying? If you go into the aspect and you're creating all these different type of songs, it's a whole different type of game. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And that's why the home studio got so important. So popular as well. Is because of that. You know, a lot of niggas wasn't ready to drop that money. But when it came to motherfuckers who just trying to drop that single, man, that they was going to do a music video too, I'll put that money out there because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to mix or you're not going to be able to make it sound the way it would sound with you yourself in home studio. Unless you're professionally trained, and man, you just really got the ear, man. God bless you with that. And the equipment, it always comes down to equipment depending on when you was born too, man. Equipment's getting better year by year. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna ride with. So a lot of people, man, for that single, I'm going in the studio. They're gonna mix it amazing. It's worth the money. I'm gonna do this in 2 hours tops. You know what I'm saying? $200. You know what I'm saying? That's not crazy money. You know what I'm saying? That's worth it. So, but nowadays, man, you got the home studio. You got the home studio because you can buy shit that's so technologically advanced. It's ridiculous. A lot of people don't realize, especially when it comes to hip hop. Mixing, mastering, engineering, man, the technology out there when it comes to it, man. You're going to hear people sounding amazing because hip-hop is one of the most creative hip-hop, R&B, whatever you want to call it, is one of the most creative genres of music. So they love fucking with shit where you have the opportunity to try out new sounds, things like that. So that's why you get such crazy sounds from, you know what I'm saying, artists like that. So you got to be ready to, if you're gonna be in that world, man, you got to be creative, man. You got to know what you're doing because they're not only allowed to utilize the technology given to them or put out in the world when it comes to music, but they find ways to do it in ways not even that own program even knew it could be done. It's crazy, man. But you gotta have the money too. These programs ain't cheap. It's a game, man. Game.
This program ain't cheap.
It's a game, man. You gotta be willing. You know what I'm saying? To figure out how to utilize it in your own aspect, and not only that, never get tired of it, man. Put in the work, keep doing it, keep working with it. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting out music, and even if you're not putting out music, at least create music because you always gotta create. If you stop creating, it's hard to get back on track. You can get back on track though, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing it for a long period of time, but still it's a lot harder. You want to just try and do a little something. But you know, the most satisfying thing of anything, you know, where it's artistic, athletic, you know what I'm saying, is actually being able to find out what you were putting in, you know, in that time to yourself. It was actually work, you know what I'm saying? How is it received or how do you perform, whatever it may be. So it's like, at the end of the day, motherfuckers, if you are creating music, you do want people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? If you motherfucking fight, you do want to go actually fight. Hooping, you do want to go hoop. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, you know what I'm saying? But you still enjoy the process. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you keep doing it and doing quantity consistency. Is you got to enjoy the process.
Yeah. And
consistency doesn't always mean like back to back to back. But, you know, you got to come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Dust off the rust, goddammit.
And that's when the studio get expensive. If you say you do make 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be, what, 500? If you get a deal.
If you make 2 songs, it all depends on how long it takes, who you talking to, if you want them to mix it for you, or if you even want them in there. Because you have the option sometimes if you want to engineer there, or if it's just gonna be y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's cheaper if it's just y'all. So, but maybe some studios may not even have the option. Yo, it's just you, or you know, maybe it's like it's mandatory. He got to be up in here because I don't trust him. I'm motherfucker. So he in here, so I got to pay this a flat rate. So it just all depends on where you're at. Who you know, you know what I'm saying? You might know someone who got a hookup or something like that. So it just all depends. But at the end of the day, it's not cheap, y'all. So it's a game.
We're going to get right, man. We're going to bring that sound that we should have been given to y'all. But it's all good, man. It's all about learning, man. We young, baby. We ain't old.
And keeping it going, too. I think that's the biggest thing, too. Like, I'm happy we hopped back into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we talked about this kind of a little bit before on another live probably a couple days ago. But, you know what I'm saying? We was going off for a minute, but it's happy we, just got back into it. And realizing, I'm like,
we wasn't doing that shit, man. We really wasn't nothing to really do at the moment.
I know, but I'm like, this shit, we got to keep this shit going, even when shit start back up. Because I'm like, I was driving today, I seen the businesses was open and things like that, so the world going back. So I'm like, we're going to keep everything going. You know what I'm saying? We got a big event Saturday. Yeah. Right? It was Saturday. Crazy event. So we're going live for that. So that's going to be the first live stream for a fight that we've had.
Since February, man.
Damn. So,
it's May, man. Time's moving.
It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be.
I ain't going to lie. March and April was weak this year. From May.
Yeah. It's weak. So we hope things go better. Is there not going to be an audience? There's not going to be an audience. So it's going to be interesting.
It's basically going to be our emotions at home.
And
Joe Rogan.
They're still going to have announcers with no audience though.
I don't think Joe Rogan's actually going to be there. He said he's not going to go to any event.
But wait, how they don't have no audience? They have announcers. Like that would be weird. Once you think the fighters would hear the announcers talking, you probably hear them niggas talking then. Like when you in a corner and shit, the niggas is over there like, look, they're sitting here and it looks like he's tired. You're just like, what?
You got to just block that out like that.
Like, I'm not tired.
You got to block that
Tell them motherfuckers I ain't tired. I'm good. I'll be mad as fuck about this bullshit. It looks like he just got hit with a right. Nigga, I blocked that. What?
You stupid.
I tell you, man. I'm like, how can you not hear that shit? That shit would be loud. There's gonna be no sound, bro. There's gonna be no sound.
I don't know, dog. That's what I was hearing, man.
Some bullshit. I'm still gonna watch it though, but I'm just saying that's some bullshit. I think there's
I tell you, it's gonna be our emotions at home.
It's gonna be a lot of weird shit. There's gonna be a lot of weird, because there's a lot of big fights on that card, but a lot of weird shit gonna happen.
Think about someone gets knocked out. You're gonna just hear whoever's in the gym.
He's just gonna be
crazy.
Like, boo! Oh!
Dana White is crazy, man.
I'm like, nigga, what am I watching? Like, I feel terrible watching this.
I know, like, you're gonna just die if nobody's around.
Like, nobody's saying nothing.
You just got millions just watching you die.
Oh my God. Bruh.
Who gonna get knocked out?
Like,
man?
I'm cool on that, bro. Like, it's gonna be either one or two, though. It's gonna be that they're gonna be mad passive or mad aggressive. Cause like, man, pitch up, nigga. You don't say.
Francis probably gonna knock whoever he fight. Oh,
nah, he's fighting that dude.
He gonna knock him out. He gonna knock him out.
I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna happen.
Ostrich is gonna be whatever you said his name was. I'm sorry, Ostrich.
Rostrix. You seen him fight? I'm telling you, man. This dude, this motherfucker African too. This motherfucker ball, man.
I seen.
That nigga throws, man. He be killing motherfuckers with his punches, man.
Did DC get knocked out?
DC?
By Stipe?
Yeah.
Did Francis Ngannou get knocked out by Stipe?
Did Francis Ngannou get knocked out? Nah. But Francis Ngannou didn't knock out Stipe neither, though.
I didn't say he did, but I'm saying.
Did Stipe get knocked out by DC?
Yeah. But you can't say who beat DC, though.
Turn it down.
Hey, but you can't say nobody that beat DC though. Exactly, nigga.
I know that. But I'm telling you, man, that's gonna be a crazy fight, man.
Why do you think Ngannou's gonna lose?
I'm about to pull up the card right now.
You won't bet 5 though?
I would.
I got Ngannou.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, look at that. He switched up quick. That tone changed up.
Hold up. Let's look at the card. I'm about to pull up the card right now. What is it? UFC. Let's just put in Tony Ferguson versus.
Look at this, bro. I was gonna show you this. See, this is what you can do, bro.
Tony Ferguson.
These
versus...
are my custom shoes. Look.
All right, yeah, those is clean. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I customized these bitches hard, boy. Ooh, this is clean. See, you went with Nike, man. They probably not even gonna give you no nice shoe, man.
Technically, I didn't go with Nike because my shit gone now, nigga. So it don't matter. I appreciate you bringing that up, nigga.
I forgot. No,
I gotta start from the bottom.
Hey, so you gonna go with Puma? You should go with Puma, bro. That's all I'm saying, man.
Hold up, y'all. I'm still trying to find the card, man. I don't know why. Oh, it's UFC 249. So let me put that in. Am I going? No, I'm not going with Puma.
You say you're not going what?
I'm not going with Puma, man.
Why not?
He's weak to me, man.
Oh yeah. So you couldn't make that brand something.
If they had Reebok, I'll go with Reebok.
Look at that, bro. This is what I'm doing for the brand. I'm making Puma. I'm the star of Puma. I'm making Puma elite. That's what a real superstar does, man. They make the brand elite. Let me get in the game, man. I gotta get up in this right here. I don't know if I want to play Portland though, man. They kind of weak up on me, boy.
Oh. All right, my bad, y'all. I was out a minute. I was trying to find this card, and for a minute, I seen something pop up. It said Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje canceled. I was like, what? I didn't hear no news of this. But nah, that's not it.
You heard what he said about Khabib?
No, what he said?
He said, fuck Khabib.
Hey, I respect it.
He said, this is for the real champions. This
hey, I believe you, goddammit. Tony Ferguson undefeated. Hey, look at this main card. This shit is crazy. It starts off with Greg Hardy versus the Underdogs, but he was a good wrestler.
How you gonna say they won that, man? This guy's crazy.
If I'm thinking about the same person, then that's who it is. But as always, Ultimate Fighter never counts against your record. So he's undefeated still, and he made it to the UFC. So a wrestler versus Greg Hardy. Hey, man, I'm always rooting for Greg Hardy, man. He's a beast. Calvin Kattar versus Jeremy Stevens. Crazy fight. Calvin Kattar, crazy talented, lost his last fight against Zabit. I thought it was a close fight, though. You know what I'm saying? I love the way Kattar fights. Very boxing oriented, very calm, very cool, collect. He's also in the same camp as Rob Front, if I'm saying his name correctly. I love the way they fight, man. Very boxing oriented. I love boxing. Jeremy Stevens, man, as always, he has that chance of knocking a motherfucker out. He's nasty. He's brutal. He mixes it all together. The thing about this is he's real wild. Wild.
Who's he going against?
Real wild. Calvin Kattar. Qatar. He's very calm, very cool, very collective, boxing oriented.
He might get knocked out.
His range is amazing, absolutely amazing. And there's a big possibility of him getting knocked out by Stevens. It all depends on if Stevens can find his range. Stevens always has trouble with guys who will be able to control the distance pretty good because he doesn't necessarily plan his attacks or sets up traps and things like that. We'll see how that fights go, but it's going to be a great fight. So we got Greg Hardy, Bert DeCastro. Started off, goddamn it, that's amazing. Stevens versus Kattar, goddamn it, that's amazing. And then, of course, we got Roger Stroop versus Ngannou, okay? Look, Roger Stroop is a beast, goddamn it. I see him knock motherfuckers out. Where is he? That's what we're going to do. What's that?
Tuesday.
Tomorrow, we're going to do a full breakdown of this goddamn card. So this is going to be a light breakdown. We're going to talk about it, goddamn it. We're also going to talk about a couple more. We're going to get back. Because I'm like, if the world's back reopening, we're reopening, goddammit, in BlakGooseTV. And we got to talk about the fact that they're saying Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin is going to happen with no fans. So Eddie Hearn is taking the book out of Dana White.
Hearn 2020, I said it before.
Ain't no goddamn COVID going to stop Hearn from becoming president. That's what he said. He said, man, fuck y'all. So, yeah, we got Ngannou versus Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck called out Ngannou, one of the first motherfuckers you ever heard call Ngannou out. So is he going to pay for it? Is he going to actually come out?
Ngannou got to win this Saturday, right? You know what you telling me?
He got what?
You got to win this Saturday, right?
I'm not saying he has to win. Ngannou don't got to do shit because he'll knock out most of the heavyweight division. But
he say he's not trying to fight him, bro. Only DC.
Well, that nigga DC, I don't even know if he's still fighting. I think he retired, man.
DC don't even know what the fuck he's doing. You see him, he's talking, he made that statement. Anybody make that statement, probably gonna try to get that trilogy, bro. I should have never lost to him. John was better. But he's not. You heard what he said.
I don't know what none of these old niggas on, man. You see Mike Tyson coming back. I heard that nigga Evander Holyfield saying he wants to come back.
Evander should sit his big ass down.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Mike could win.
I'm like, COVID really got niggas like, you know what?
Bread getting short.
What's that? Nigga, I'm trying to come back. I'm like, nigga, y'all too old, man. Obviously, we got the co-main event. This is the one that's actually, it's going to be hard for me to watch. I'm going to be very emotional. I'm not going to be logical. So,
what you mean emotional for what?
No one actually take my opinion serious. It's Dominic Cruz versus Henry Cejudo.
Dominic Cruz is fighting?
Cruz!
This nigga ain't fought like 4 years.
Back.
Bro, hasn't he not fought like 4 years?
Back.
Let me see this, bro. Because this sounds like a crazy card. I'm about to see for myself.
You know he back.
Nah, I did not know he was back.
He back.
Damn, this shit do say canceled, bro.
You see that? See, that's what I thought at first. I was like, man, wait.
Oh, that's not UFC. That's why you got to click over there.
Okay, yeah. I was like, wait. Like, something happened. Because Rose Namajunas, she was supposed to be fighting. This has been so I'm like,
this
I'm not even going to be
like
logical.
4 years, though. Like, he's been irrelevant.
It's been about 3.
It's 4, bro.
3, about around 3.
He fought Cody, like, at the end of...
Loses this, it's going to be hard for me to watch the rest of the card.
But I'm like, bro, why he take such a long layoff? Was he that hurt?
One of the most emotional reactions I had was when Tony Harrison fought, which I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I think we got a couple comments on it who appreciated the reactions. That was from the heart. This is gonna be hard for me to watch, especially.
I don't understand though. I don't understand. Please elaborate. Like, how did he get this fight? He ain't fought in 3 years.
Well, Henry Cejudo was originally supposed to be fighting Jose Aldo.
What happened to that?
I don't know. I can't remember if Jose Aldo got injured, but he pulled out for some reason. And then Cruz was the only person who was willing to accept at the time. No one else. No, TJ Dillashaw, he's still suspended. Cody Gambrat, he has 4 losses.
That nigga's weak.
So
I mean, he was raving about him. He's a beast. Bow, 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 bow. Career went down, boy.
All right, first and foremost, Cody is.
You was wrong about him.
No,
just admit it.
No, Cody is still young. Cody, he's just suffering from the fact, you know what I'm saying? He hit the hot spot a little bit too quick, and he got a little bit. He thought everybody fought the same, or at the same time, Cruz. I know how Cruz fights, and in that particular fight, for some reason, he fought very emotional.
I mean, Cody got to him.
And you got to remember this too. Cody was known as knockout artist. He didn't knock out Cruz. No matter what you want to say, he let him survive, whatever it may be. He didn't knock him out. So it went a decision.
Yeah, and then TJ just gave him the boppity bop bop boppity bop 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 bop.
EPO TJ.
You don't know what he was on in the fights. Did he get popped for that?
Yes, that's why this nigga suspended right now.
For the first fight?
All right, not the first fight.
Okay then. So he got boppity bop 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 bop.
Drugs. He got popped.
Nah, bro, you can't be like that.
Oh, EPO ass, head ass nigga.
Can't be like that.
You're right though. I'm gonna be honest.
Because you like that, like
he's
that.
Actually making a great point. I'm mad because he made a great point. He's right.
If you're gonna be like that, then I'm gonna start being like that. You don't want me to be like that.
Oh, who?
You don't want me to be like that.
Oh, who?
Big baby.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I knew it. No, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
That's not the same thing.
I'm not hearing it. The fight of his life did not happen.
That's not the same thing.
I'm not hearing it. You can't give him an excuse and then you.
TJ said he known deliberately that he was taking EPO. All right, Big Baby Dunn said he was having elbow problems. He took a cortisone shot from his doctor who said it was cool. He didn't look into it. You gotta understand, Big Baby was self-employed. What does that mean? Self-promoted. It was his management team. Everything was self-picked. He didn't have the big people to check the Q's, the P's, the I's, the dots, the periods. You see what I'm saying? It slipped through. They ended up testing him for HG for some crazy shit. I don't like to talk about it. But all right, I'm gonna just give it HGH. EPO.
This is for who? You just say EPO. You didn't start listing names. It wasn't.
That's because that's all he got listed for.
My point. So I'm like, you're trying to shit on TJ.
I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, Cody is. He's a lot better than what we've seen.
So what about the last fight?
He just needs a new.
What about the last fight? What about the last fight?
Have we ever talked about the fact that he's at a training camp? His training camps or his team is oriented around or based around wrestling, but he's clearly a striker. How does that even add up?
That's not what I asked. I said, what happened in his last fight?
Lost.
And was that competitor TJ on EPO or not?
Nah.
Okay. That's all I gotta ask. That's all I was trying to get to. Because I'm like, we could sit here and make excuses for this young man all day. But I'm like, the matter of fact is, I heard you talking so much shit on how you was this, that, and the other. And I just see you just getting your ass beat out here, bro. You feel me? Like, it's one thing to lose, bro. It's another thing to get your ass beat.
Nah, that's not right because he was dominating the fight. He just got reckless. He felt that's because he's young. He had a lot of success, so he believes he's basically invincible. He believes he can't get knocked out. So he put himself in a position he didn't need to be. And that always falls upon the team that you were training with. If you are based around a team that is actually making sure the strengths that you have are utilized to the capability it should be, you're not going to fall. As a striker, you're not going to put yourself in that position. Not with the experience Cody has. That makes sense for a newcomer, right? Someone who's not used to the limelight. Someone who's not used to being there. Cody's used to being there. The only way that happens is because you weren't prepared for that. You was fucking wrestling when you should have been focused on striking. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that camp, like I feel like he can't be with that camp.
But he likes you Ryan Favor. That's his brother.
I know, but I'm like, he shouldn't be there. That's
what camp should he transfer to? Well, I don't want to say transfer. What
I don't like to talk on that just because it's like you got to find what fits for you, but also focusing on what helps you out the best.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying for what you see, what would utilize him the best, or what his certain intangibles or his abilities to enhance. That's
I don't like to say that because I'm like, he could find a nigga from around the corner nobody knows about that's willing to be like, everything that's your strengths, we're gonna find a way to utilize that, you know what I'm saying, in a fight.
So you're saying that his camp right now can't do that for him. He went to a DC's camp.
That's a wrestling heavy camp.
But I'm like, who's to say he couldn't win?
Doesn't make sense. Why would he go there as a wrestling heavy camp?
I'm saying, you're saying he's not
There's
winning.
no one that came out of the camp other than maybe a Luke Rockhold.
So it's been done. It's been done. So I'm saying, why can't, if Cody was special like you were telling me, or you're telling me, why can't he go to a DC camp and thrive? Even though it is wrestling, I'm like, DC got hands. I seen him knock out Stipe, right? I'm not saying he got OD hands. He not out there like Rumble, but I'm like, if you scrap with DC, he gonna hit you with some shit. No? He's
dirty boxing, man. There's no distance involved. It's just hitting pads. There's no distance involved. Like I'm saying, there's videos out. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that document their training, how they hit the pad, things like that. It's for MMA base. When you're talking about MMA base, it's so, especially when you are like when you're there, you focus on your strengths, right? And you make sure you supplement everything else. His hands are amazing. I'm not saying his hands aren't good, but it's not based on anything where you're saying, I'm putting myself in a position where I'm not in danger. It's dirty boxing. I'm here. I'm hitting you hard. You're hitting me back. And I'm assuming that I'm tougher than you. It's not a safe game to play, no matter how invincible you is, whoever the fuck you think you is. At some point, that's going to bite you in the ass. Because I'm like, nigga, there's a lot of motherfuckers on this earth. You won't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So that's more so my point in saying that. Yeah, I know he got hands, but I'm like, the game he plays, his strategy is very dangerous.
You're talking about for DC, correct?
For DC. When he gets into that mode. When he gets into wrestling mode, bet. But now that he's older at heavyweight, wrestling is going to be, for the cardio that he's expected to keep, I think it's going to be harder, man. That's why he even though I'm pretty sure he probably wanted to in that second fight, but I was like, he's old. You don't have that same motor, man.
Especially just grounding and pounding, like Khabib 30.
Hold him down.
So it's like Khabib, you expect that from him. But once Khabib hit 35 or 38, you're going to be like, wow, Khabib really.
It's not going to be the same thing.
Yeah, like, you're going to see glimpses.
And on top of that, you're talking about big boy. Those are some big DC. Big DC, a big boy. Steve, so I'm like, that's what I'm saying, man. So we talking about different games. What's up? Salute to everybody, man. Happy Corona. I don't know if I said that to anybody. Did I say happy Corona to any of y'all? But happy Corona, man. Happy quarantine. We out here, man. We trying to do the best we can. We trying to stay faithful. We trying to stay hopeful. We trying to stay positive through all the grind. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Do the best we can, man. Do the best we can. We out here, goddammit. Oh man, I never finished this, goddammit. I was supposed to be reading y'all the card. So we got Henry Cejudo from versus Dominic Cruz, man. So when y'all see me watching this fight, I don't want y'all to listen to anything I say. Because it's gonna be biased as a motherfucker, okay? And if somehow Dominic Cruz loses that fight, I'm not putting that into the air because I believe he's going to win, and I believe it to the core. He's going to win that fight. Yeah, it's
who's he going against again?
It's going to be a bad move. Henry Cejudo.
Oh, you know what's going to happen? A decision split.
Just to keep him rolling.
Well, I'm like, I don't think Cruz is better than DJ, and DJ lost. So I feel like if they want Cejudo to really reign that division.
Hey, so real quick, he said he don't think Cruz is better than DJ.
In my opinion, is that a false? Can we go look at the books, the record books?
It's crazy.
Look at the record books?
He's literally setting up the argument that I was gonna put out there, but he literally did it for me.
I'm glad. Let's debate.
Cruz beat DJ.
It don't matter.
He beat him.
It don't matter though.
He beat him.
Because when it comes to how long, who had the title, who had the title the longest?
Cruz.
DJ's top three. He's above. Yeah. He's above Silva.
Cruz.
He's only under I think George St. Pierre and John Jones. That's the only people he's underneath.
Beat DJ, so we the lead. Oh,
way back in like what 08? 08.
Yeah,
they fought today, he would lose. If they fought today, he would lose.
Nah, man, that's real disrespectful, man. I see a Cruz hater in the building.
I'm not a Cruz hater, but I see a Cruz bias to believe that he's almighty and great.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying, he's lost to somebody that lost 4 straight fights. That's all I'm saying.
That doesn't matter, my nigga.
So if that doesn't matter, then that fight that he lost to DJ way back when didn't matter.
No, that's not even a relevant. You can't even make that equivalent as an argument. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's not even parallel, man. I don't even know what the fuck that's coming from. Cody Garbrandt, first and foremost, is probably, man, the people he beat, the people he knocked out, man, Cody Garbrandt is one of the most talented bantamweights in that division. Okay? Just because he lost those 4 fights does not mean he's not one of the most talented bantamweights. And you will see when he comes back. And you're going to see you're going to be proven wrong. And I will hold this to this day.
If he lose again, I know you're going to be real quiet. So I'm just waiting for silence.
He won't lose. He got to get a new camp.
He's not going to. So what are you telling me? You can't tell me.
I've been broke this down. Get a new camp. That man is going to prevail. Don't ever disrespect Cody Garbrandt's name. I don't understand why you're doing that. I don't understand.
Nobody's disrespecting his name. I'm just disrespect. What I've been seeing lately, that's not what it is.
And through disrespecting his name, you're disrespecting the legend, the GOAT, Dominic Cruz. I don't understand. Henry Cejudo is going to lose that fight. Henry Cejudo is going to lose that fight. We should put in the title, nigga, talk to UFC 249, because this nigga disrespectful.
Who is?
You.
What I do?
You disrespectful, man.
What I say?
You disrespectful.
Yeah, you just talking. You don't know what
but anyways, as always, y'all already know, the main event is Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. Okay? I'm going to be real. I don't know who's going to win that fight.
What?
Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson.
Oh, Ferguson. Gaethje gonna just withstand a lot of damage. It's gonna be like that Max Holloway and Ortega fight. You can do what you gonna do, but yeah, bro, Ferguson's gonna win. Oh my goodness!
Look, y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a big possibility Tony Ferguson might get knocked out.
This guy, so disrespectful. Like Tony Ferguson isn't on this fight streak for a reason.
Hey, just in case you know, 3 fight streak, all KOs.
Fuck that.
Well, always, you know what I'm saying, Tony Ferguson on an 8-9 fight, 10 fight streak, win, something like that. It's not even close to what he's doing, but I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Tony, man, he a beast. He really is. But there's a possibility that he might get knocked out.
Sound like we got a Tony hater in the building right here.
I don't even know what that means.
So what you was telling me?
I can't even acknowledge that statement because I don't know what that means.
Tony hater?
I don't know what that is. Okay. I never heard that in my life. It's new vocabulary. I don't talk that vocabulary. All I know is that there's a possibility he might get knocked out. It's gonna be a crazy fight.
There's always a possibility he's gonna get knocked out.
Look, man, not in this case, man. It's different.
Oh,
that boy Justin, man, he got pow with his hands, man.
Ferguson got power in his hands too. I'm not saying it's
not the same way,
but he got kicks and he got all types of elbows. So the elbow does the elbow hurt more than a knuckle? I don't know what you was doing.
It's not the same way, Nate. It's not the same way. Sorry, none of that, man. You talking boo-boo drop about that.
It sounds like you want Justin to win. That's what it sounds like.
That's that talking that bullshit, man. You create narratives that ain't even real. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's a possibility. That nigga might get fucked up.
So Justin got a possibility of getting fucked up?
Nah, I think it's more so a possibility he gonna get outworked.
But won't be fucked up by it. Okay. I see Justin Gayfeed's face looking debauched when they go up in there, man.
Nah, man, I don't think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's gonna be up in there just looking like
I don't think that's how it's gonna go.
Oh, like Freddy Krueger.
Nah, man, I don't think that's how it's gonna go. That sound like that actually sounds real dumb, man. Let me be real. Okay. That actually sounds like something you just pulling up out of your ass, man. You just talking that shit, man. I'm like, man, you need to come up with something better than that. Because that sounds stupid. No disrespect. I mean, that's the most lighthearted of jokes. You know?
Seem like you just love Justin Gaethje, man.
Nah, dog. You creating false narrative. I don't like that.
That's what you.
Hey, man, we trying to keep everything from being false. We trying to keep everything from being untrue.
Exactly. I knew we would, though. These dudes trash.
What? You said what? Oh, hey, check this out. Bob Earham says Fury vs. Wilder 3 possible for outside U.S. in October or November. Will Wilder...
I'm not even going to watch that shit no more. I see how boxing works.
Will Wilder end up getting his ass worked the fuck out? Yeah, you see how boxing works. You see that Wilder ain't shit. That nigga got his ass worked the fuck out. They ain't got nothing to him.
Just see if they want a man to win, they gonna have to win.
That had nothing to do with it, man. That nigga got outboxed. Yeah, that's right. That nigga got outboxed. I want to know how that's the case. I want you to explain to people some of this foolishness you've been thinking.
I'm not even gonna get into all that
because you don't know, because you can't explain it, you can't talk about it because you don't know the in-depth. Like, nah, that sounds dumb as fuck. That nigga Wilder got his ass work. Yeah.
Of course he got work, but
of course.
So you're telling me nothing. So you're not telling me nothing else happened. You're telling me it was all fair.
That's all it was. It was all fair. What fakeness was it? I please? I want to know where was it fake? Where was it fake? Where was it fake? We can't shit because I'm gonna dispute it because I know for a fact they lying.
So they gonna lie about finding information.
Who?
I'm just saying.
If they not affiliated with that a promotion. Company, network, whatever that may put on that boxing event was there, and I don't give a fuck what they say because they don't know nothing else about it.
I'm talking about if they investigate or something happens or something transpires.
If something came out like that, if the boxing organization was there, already investigated. They already investigated. Came out, they said nothing was phony. But if they happen to do it,
of course,
something crazy.
So you did what you just say? What was the disclaimer you just said?
They said nothing came out that was I ain't see no problems. They said they didn't see no problems.
If you had an event, right, and you might have something like legal come up, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Answer this question. Answer this question, though. Answer this question. You had an event. Answer this question. Answer this question. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just going off what you're saying.
Changing the whole argument. Go ahead.
You're not trying to hear it.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm saying if you had an event and you ran it and it made great money, and you telling me some iffy shit could happen, and you have to investigate it, you're gonna tell me if you found something, you're gonna be like, we're gonna report this, and we might have to give back money.
Yes.
Then you're a good-hearted man.
For my reputation.
See? But that's a good-hearted man. Most people not doing that.
For my reputation.
I know
that. I know most people
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So we can't play that devil's advocate. Then you're just looking at it as a one-sided thing. You're saying this all straight boxing. Nothing else escalated. Because I'm like, I didn't like how all that shit transpired. When I look back on everything,
all I'm asking is all that shit. What shit are you talking about? I'm just asking for a little bit of details. Let's talk about it. Let's see.
For the fact that Fury came in with hoes carrying him gracefully to the thing while Wilder's holding, and you admitted, you said somebody holding 45-pound suit, that's gonna do some wear and tear on you.
I didn't say that's gonna be wear and tear.
Oh man, I heard you, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that, bro.
I ain't saying no wear and tear.
All right, bro.
I said at the very end of the day.
So, why would somebody allow that? The biggest fight of his career, they're gonna let him come out with something like that. Never done that.
But the thing is, where he's in the locker room and it shows Wilder walking around in the suit. No one's protesting it.
walking around in the suit. It's funny how we couldn't see Fury locker, right?
There is locker room footage on YouTube.
Bro, they took the camera off during the event. I seen
that was during actual live television. If you go on YouTube, like I was off. I'm talking about Deontay Wilder Brothers Instagram, YouTube. You go on YouTube. There's live footage right before Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder. Like, man, I'm telling you right now, man, that man got outclassed. Goddamn. We're gonna have to make that a segment. That's gonna be the future, man. That's gonna be the next title, man. Tomorrow or another day we're gonna put Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. It wasn't a fluke. This guy's a Looney Tune, man. He's Bugs Bunny, man. Porky the Pig. You know what I'm saying? Elmer Fudd. His name. Oh, Looney Tune head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, man. The facts is the facts. Deontay Wilder got beat by that man Tyson Fury, and he will forever get beat by that man Tyson Fury. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. Y'all gonna have to listen to the delusional ass nigga right here. So, go ahead, talk to him about some of that delusion you had, man. Huh? What you talking about? That delusion. What that delusion, man?
Anybody out there that saw that fight know why I'm coming in. They know how I'm coming. Y'all seen what the dilly was out there, man. Rather, Fury did what he did. Oh, well, he hit him in the eardrum, blah, 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 blase, blase. Yes, bro. When you're in the fighting, you get hit, shit gonna happen, man. All I'm saying is something happened, man. Because I'm just like, my thing is if Wilder would have lost and he was throwing his bombs, and Fury kind of was just walking through him, or he was just, they was just battling, and Fury and Wilder lost, then I'll just be like, Wilder got schooled, you know what I'm saying? But for the fact that Wilder didn't throw not one bomb, bro, not one. I think he threw one, and it hit him, and Fury he felt it a little bit. He's like, okay, but it wasn't like he didn't follow up with nothing. It was just one hit, one punch. He didn't come up with no left or right, all that back access footage we was seeing, him working on the hook to the uppercut because that's what was effective. That blah 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 didn't even use it. So I'm like, he didn't throw no punches. I'm like, he didn't even try to. He talking, I'm a warrior. I'm going out on my sword, bitch. You did not though. You getting mad at your corner, man. That nigga did save your life, bro. You wasn't throwing nothing, bro. Like I thought you was gonna die. You looking crazy out there, man. Mouth all open, drooling and shit. So I'm like, yeah, something was up, man. I'm like, you don't go from going against a nigga like King Kong. Niggas talking about weight. That's true. That's fine. That happens. But I'm like, you don't go against a nigga like King Kong, bro. Don't matter a nigga weight, bro. You can look at a nigga that's overweight and still fear a nigga that's smaller than him because it's just how he is, his demeanor. I'm like, man, you don't look at a nigga like King Kong, bro, fight a nigga like that nigga twice, beat that nigga twice off KO, and then fight a nigga Fury and just don't want to go out on talking about going out on your sword. You didn't throw no punches, bro. You wasn't going in there trying to ruckus some shit. Oh, that's a foul, ref. It don't even matter, man.
Don't worry, y'all. I heard all that bullshit he was talking, man. Don't listen to none of that, man. That was all bullshit.
Oh my God, we gave these niggas ultimate work. Oh my God, we might be the best team in history. Look at this team.
I finally got my southpaw position right, man. It took me a long time, man. It took me.
You comfy in it?
Yeah, finally.
That's good. So you gonna be on your bud, man. You gonna be switching it up on dudes. I don't even know how much I had, man. I didn't have 30. That's a good game. For the ass what we gave these dudes. Ooh, my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. That sounds crazy right there, boy. I knew he was going to work them like that, man. It was trash. Oh, Dame didn't play. That's why. That makes sense. If Dame doesn't play, how would they win? Damn, Giannis triple dubs. Ooh, that's nice. Palestine 27? Okay. Didn't expect that, but I. Oh. Palestine. It's good with y'all though, man. Shout out to the person in the chat, man, rocking with us. You want to drop a like, go ahead, man. If not, all right, man, do your thing. You feel me? Ain't no hard feelings around this joint. We just all trying to TV, though. So I'll play this one. Because it's on TV. It's on TV.
Man. Hey, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to coronavirus. Shout out to quarantine, man. How long do you feel the reopening of businesses will last? Do you think this is going to be something that we're going to see continue throughout the year? Do you feel like no matter how many deaths are going to happen, which Trump has been reported to say, hey, we understand there's going to be deaths. We understand people are going to die. We understand things either may get better or may not get better. But God damn it, the economy is going to be better than ever in 2021.
This is two things. I said it.
How do you feel?
This are two ways I can see it.
Talk about it.
Either it's going to be bad and we're going to go back to another social distancing period, or the coronavirus is just going to just be the new flu. Like if you got the flu or just the corona, they're going to make it just, because they're going to eventually come up with the vaccine.
Yeah, that's what you got to talk about. Because right now you can't say it can be the flu because we don't have no cure.
But I'm saying it's going to be the flu. So I'm saying
but that would be in the distant future though.
But I'm just saying.
What about now?
I'm saying.
I need that.
I'm saying how people are being precautioned. Look, let me talk, motherfucker. You up here singing shit. Look, so gonna be like, oh, let's trying to be all close and all that. Like people gonna be aware, like, yo, this shit's still kind of out here, So I'm like, even though shit open, I'm like, I know people are still gonna be mindful, like, oh, I gotta wash my hands, because it's still it's conscious, but it's like I feel like it's only gonna get bad is if people become ignorant and stop being cautious in a sense. You feel me? Still like, I'm like, you're gonna get sick regardless if you feel me, some shit just ended up happening. But I'm like, you just moving kind of solid, like shit should be solid. So it's all gonna just be on how people still act. Like, because I'm like, I still see contactless delivery. So it's like people still not trying to make contact with people. It's not like people, cool, just like, yeah, come on through, like. So I'm like, it just depends on the person for real. Like, I know some people are just like, I want to be in big gatherings. I know other people are like, I could be cool with it being like shut down for a while. But as long as like restaurants and shit kind of open up and all that type of shit, then all right. And malls at times, But I'm like, as far as big eventing, like 20,000 plus, I can see people not trying to do that. Or protesting that, like, yo, like, keep it, like, limited to, like, 100 or something. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like if they let sports happen, like, people can start playing fives and all that, or, like, they start opening parks and people can start playing again, then I'll say it could be okay. It just depends, though, man. It just depends how contagious it really is. That's the only thing I really don't know. Like, I really still don't know how it's really spreading. I don't know how, some people say, oh, it gets killed after it's above 90 something degrees or something. I heard a lot of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know necessarily how it's killed or how it's prevented or all that. But I know we're going to the summer. I know less people get sick during that time. So,
all right, guys. So this is coming. All right, guys. This is coming from the New York Times. Airborne coronavirus detected in Wuhan hospitals. While the RNA of the virus was found in tiny droplets in China, scientists don't know if it was capable of transmitting the virus. Adding to 10,000 of an inch that have been previously demonstrated in laboratory experiments. But now, Chinese scientists studying real-world conditions reported that they captured tiny droplets containing the genetic markers of the virus from the air in 2 hospitals in Wuhan, China, obviously where the outbreak had started. Their findings were published Monday in the journal Nature. It remains unknown if the virus in the samples they collected was infectious, but droplets as small, which are expelled by breathing and talking, can remain aloft and be inhaled by others. Those are going to stay in the air floating around for at least 2 hours, said Lindsay Marr, a professor of civil and environmental engineering at Virginia Tech, who is not involved with the Nature paper. It strongly suggests that there is a potential for airborne transmission. Dr. Marr and many other scientists say evidence is mounting that the coronavirus is being spread by tiny droplets known as aerosols. The World Health Organization has so far downplayed the possibility, saying that the disease is mostly transmitted through larger droplets that do not remain airborne for long. But they said do not remain airborne for long, which means it does remain airborne at some point in time, just maybe not for long. Or through the touching of contaminated surfaces. Interesting. Why do they tell us to wear gloves? Even with the new findings, the issue was not settled. Although the coronavirus RNA, the genetic blueprint of the virus, was present in the aerosol, scientists do not know yet whether the viruses remain infectious or whether the test just detected harmless virus fragments. So it's all up in the air. It's all a possibility. If y'all want to see the rest of this, or if y'all want to, read the rest of this, y'all go ahead and go to the New York Times. Y'all go ahead and type in coronavirus detected in Wuhan hospitals. I'm going to tell you guys a couple more articles. Let's talk about it. God damn it, we're going to talk about it. Studies leave questions of airborne coronavirus transmission unanswered. This is coming from the WashingtonPost.com. A growing number of studies, including one published this week in the journal Nature, has found that evidence that the coronavirus can remain suspended in the air in aerosol particles. This kind of confirms the last article I was just reading. That raises the question of whether and to the extent the virus can be transmitted as in aerosol. Although the evidence is far from conclusive, no such infections have been documented. The consensus so far is that the virus, although very contagious, spreads through the respiratory droplets generated and people breathe, speak or cough and doesn't affect people through particles that can linger in the air for hours. So you can get through respiratory droplets generated when people breathe, speak,
what is this
or
droplets
cough.
you're talking about?
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like, you're talking about droplets from that sounds like it's airborne. Or are you talking about someone has to spit on you?
That's what I'm saying. What is they talking about droplets? Like, what are droplets? I don't understand.
I don't know what that is. Respiratory droplets. What would you consider that? Let's look it up. Respiratory droplets. So a respiratory, this will come from Wikipedia. A respiratory droplet is a particle consisting mostly of water that is large enough to fall to the ground rapidly after being produced, often defined as having diameter greater than 5. I don't know what that is. Respiratory droplets can be produced naturally as a result of breathing, talking, sneezing, coughing, or vomiting, or can be artificially generated, through aerosol generating medical procedures. How many times did I just say aerosol in the last 2 articles? Flushing toilets or other aerosol. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Aerosol generating procedure. An aerosol generating procedure is a medical or healthcare procedure that results in the production of airborne in the oldest and broadest sense is anything that can produce disease. A pathogen may also be referred to as an infectious agent or simply a germ. So I'm gonna go back. An aerosol generating procedure is a medical or healthcare procedure that results in the production of airborne particles. Mechanical ventilation. Why do you guys think I'm stopping right there? Mechanical ventilation. Mechanical ventilation or assisted ventilation is the medical term for artificial ventilation where mechanical means are used to assist or replace spontaneous breathing. This may involve a machine called a ventilator. What has Trump been bragging about this whole time? We have the most ventilators. We've been actually giving out ventilators to everybody. We need a map. Hold on. What the fuck? This is all the accidents. I'm following all this, man.
Shit, this is what?
This is an accident.
You didn't mean to read that shit?
I'm typing in ventilators mass produced.
2K be crazy sometimes.
GM begins mass production of ventilators for U.S. government. Mechanical ventilators. Mechanical ventilation or assisted ventilation is the medical term for artificial ventilation where mechanical means are used to assist or replace spontaneous breathing. This may involve a machine called a ventilator, or the breathing may be assisted manually by a suitably qualified professional. So why am I talking about this? If we go back, aerosol. An aerosol generating procedure is a medical or healthcare procedure that results in the production of airborne particles which may be pathogenic. Remember, guys, pathogenic is, in biology, a pathogen. The oldest and broadest sense is anything that can produce a disease. A pathogen may also be referred to as an infectious agent or simply a germ. Procedure is which may be pathogenic. Aerosol generating procedure includes positive pressure mechanical ventilation. Ventilators. So you can use a ventilator to create aerosol generating procedure. If we go before that, a respiratory droplet is a particle consisting mostly of water that is large enough to fall to the ground rapidly after being produced, often defined as having a diameter greater than 5, whatever that may be. Respiratory droplets can be produced naturally as a result of breathing, talking, sneezing, coughing, or vomiting, or can be artificially generated through aerosol generating medical procedures. Do you see what I'm saying?
All I've been saying is I've been kind of saying that. You feel
what was the article I was just talking about? Modes of transmission of virus causing. It's through respiratory droplets. Something that could be artificially created.
When I said it was created in a lab, you was like, I don't know, dude. Bro, it's created, man. I knew it, man. I just was like, bro. Because my dad was telling me, he was like, bro, I done lived through a lot of stuff. Like, I'm starting to think some of this stuff might be created. Because it's just like, where is it coming from? Like, where's this name coming from and all this stuff? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you got a point. Like,
it's just been created, man.
That's why I said they had a vaccine.
We just basically I didn't even mean to stumble on all that. But it just started, I just kept clicking. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so we're basically dealing with a pandemic, or we're basically dealing with a illness that can not only be natural, but it can also be artificially created. I don't trust that. Especially where we already have the president coming out saying most likely it came out of a lab in China. Whether that's true or not, there's also reports and that says that it might have been created in the U.S. as well. Who knows? Whatever it may be. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a big possibility.
If we do business on a yearly basis, bro, for generations, you telling me we don't have you got a billion motherfuckers, we got a damn near a billion motherfuckers. That's too many motherfuckers.
God damn it.
And whoever else get it, so be it. We got the motherfucking power.
So whatever's happening right now, no matter how it may appear, for the most part,
I was right there. I'm telling you, man. I knew it was
the way it's going.
Now how it mutates, it could be just,
But it's real though. That's the thing. It's real. Like the fear, like niggas is dying. Like people is dying out here because of this shit. And it don't give a fuck who it is. It's grabbing whoever the fuck.
They don't got no name.
Really grabbing
just got whoever.
Grabbing.
Yeah.
It's grabbing. So I'm like, this shit is real, but at the end of the day, it's not something that was naturally just, you know what I'm saying?
Orchestrated. What the fuck?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Mother Nature, God, whatever you may believe in, was like, all right, we need to get some motherfuckers off the earth. Nah, that don't even make sense. You telling me we be dealing with the illness that literally I looked up. I wasn't even trying to lead. I'm reading articles, nigga. I'm gonna have to watch this back myself. I'm like, how did I even get into that? How did I even go there?
Oh, no, bro.
I'm like, that shit can be created. That can be man-made. If you're dealing with any type of man-made illness, any type of man-made, you know what I'm saying, creation, like you gotta watch out. That shit crazy.
I know, because you know exactly the design of the virus, what its capabilities are.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever has it, if you have a motive, man, that's what they're using it for.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We ran. We talking about my team is elite, bro. We alright.
It's confusing though. I won't lie though, man. Because I'm like, you be rolling, you be seeing the small businesses, shit like that they open. Excuse me. But I'm still not sure how to take everything, how everything's going. You know what I'm saying? Take it all in.
I don't know either. I don't know if to feel like sad or should I be panicked or should I be worried or, it's really hard to find an emotion or appropriate for this situation. especially. But you know, of course, if COVID is damn, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? These niggas is really chopping shit. Like, nah, literally, bro. Like everybody that has stepped on this floor right now, bro, and hit a 3. Rubio, when they get Ricky Rubio, bro, they just traded for him on God, bro. He was not on this team, bro.
I'm happy I went to my source that I always go to when we get around the hour mark. Chinese coronavirus researcher, 37, at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, who was on the verge of releasing very significant findings, is shot and killed in a murder.
Why everybody suicide?
Oh, well, I know, that doesn't make sense. Is shot and killed in a murder-suicide. So he shot and killed himself?
I know, like shot and kill. Like shot and kill sound like somebody aimed at them.
I know, and then you put suicide at the end. Like, nigga, why don't you just put suicide?
I know. Shot and killed and suicide. Like, duh, you committed suicide, motherfucker.
Oh, that's not funny, though. Okay.
I know that's not funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm laughing too. But
I'm sorry. Moment of silence for the brother.
Huh?
Moment of silence for the brother. And respect. All right, so a well-respected University of Pittsburgh Medical Center researcher who said to have been on the verge of a very significant findings related to the coronavirus when police says he was killed in an apparent murder, suicide. Dr. Bing Li, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Excuse me if I wasn't, but hopefully I was alone.
Like iRobot, bro.
At his home in the 200 block of Elm Court in Ross Township on Saturday afternoon when another man identified as 46-year-old Haru allegedly entered the residence through an unlocked door and opened fire. Liu was struck by bullets in his head. How is this a murder-suicide? If a nigga came through and killed
nigga. What? A suicide is a motherfucker that
you kill yourself.
Jump off a bridge or some shit. Like
this man broke into his house and just shot that man up.
That's a motherfucking homicide. Maybe they motherfucking typos some shit.
What? I know. Okay. Liu was struck by bullets in the head, neck, and torso and died of his injuries. His wife is not home at the time. That's crazy, bro. Think about that. That's
nigga came in there capping.
Nigga was chilling at his own crib, like probably eating some ice cream, nigga, not thinking about nothing, nigga. Nigga came in, blah. Like, that's fucked up, man. Think about that. The one place you think you're supposed to be safe at, nigga, get fucked up. Like, that's life, nigga. The couple do not have children. Doesn't matter. Still his wife, man, grieving, family, probably has siblings, brothers, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But police said Gu then returned to his car, parked 100 yards away at Charlemagne Circle, and turned the gun. That's why they called it. See, that's why I don't like headlines, bro.
Why?
That's why they called it a murder-suicide. Because the dude who killed that dude, his car, he parked 100 yards away at Charlemagne Circle and turned the gun on himself. It's very misleading.
So he killed himself, but he killed
the killer killed the dude, then he killed himself.
That's a weird ass headline on God.
Yeah, bro, they did that all for clicks, man. Like, why would you put it the way you put it? Like,
I'm thinking like, damn, like, yeah, homicide, he killed himself, like on a break of finding something great.
Man, that's why y'all gotta read the details, man. Sometimes, like, that's some bullshit.
So you don't tell me that's not an inside job?
That
sounds like some mob shit.
I know, bro. That's crazy.
Like, you know when niggas go on the missions and they got a little pill and they come and they take it.
Do it. Yeah, that nigga said that nigga's job was to kill him and then to kill him. That's a little scary, bro. I'm gonna be 100. I ain't no bitch, but damn.
I know, bro.
COVID shit
it be crazy, bro. When I'm looking at shit now, bro, I'm like, bro, what's really tough anymore? I'm like, because I like, certain areas out here we don't deliver to. So I'm like, it was an area we didn't deliver to, but for some reason we delivered there before. So it's like, just take it. I'm like, I'm not scared, but I'm like, I just know niggas no more. Or I don't even say I was trying to when I was young, but I'm like, I don't even be thinking like I gotta be tough. I gotta show niggas like, yeah, nigga, I'm about that shit. I'm like, if it come down to it, I feel like any man about it. Like, think about if you have a kid and somebody try to harm your kid, like, motherfucker gonna be about it, bro. Like, if you had a gun right here in your face, nigga about to fucking stab your son, you gonna fucking blow his head off. So I'm like, I just be trying to be cautious now, man. I'm just like, shit really getting real, man.
And on top of it, I'm like, I realize, man, life is important, man. I am not trying, not right now, I got them.
Nah, man, especially when you put all this damn, all this investment in, all this time, all this energy.
I'm trying to see my 50s, nigga. Fuck that.
I'm trying to be in my 80s, nigga. Fuck with
shit, but I really would feel blessed. If I could get to my 50s, 60s, man, I would feel blessed.
Yeah, on me. Like when I see our parents, I'd be like, damn, like, that's a blessing.
Like, I'm trying to get there.
They can really make it this far. Like,
but check this out though. Bing, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. That was a man who was unnecessarily murdered and taken away from life. That's terrible, man. Blessings to his family, man. Prayers. Bing was on the verge of making very significant findings toward understanding the cellular mechanisms. You hear what I said? Cellular mechanisms. Bing was on the verge of making very significant findings towards understanding the cellular mechanisms that underlie SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19 infection and a cellular basis of the following complications. Did you hear the key word?
Complications.
Hold on.
That's crazy. My guy plays better away than he does at home.
The key word was cellular, people.
Hit me on my cellular.
What is the definition of cellular? I have this right here. Relating to or consisting of living cells or donating or relating to a mobile telephone system that uses a number of short-range radio stations to cover the area that it serves, the signal being automatically switched from one station to another as users travel about. What is one of the main conspiracy theories that are coming out right now about coronavirus?
That it was man-made.
What's the second one? It's linked to the 5G.
Oh, 5G, yeah.
What is 5G?
Cellular.
I don't know about that.
I was yelling because of the dunk, y'all.
Oh, well, I'm yelling because of the mind connection that he just made right there. It is cellular, people. We're in very interesting times, guys.
It's interesting because we never had this before. So we have nothing to look at in the past to say, how can we prevent or how can we go about stuff? All we can do is guess and hope for the best. Hey! All we can do is guess and hope for the best. And that's going to be the song at the end of the day. Yes! Yes!
Bing was on the verge of making significant finds and they killed this man.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? I was telling you a story the other day and you wasn't surprised. But you surprised with this?
This is a sad story right here. A horrifying video emerges of two white men shooting an unarmed black jogger dead in their neighborhood.
What was his name? Say his name, because I think I saw that story. What's his name?
Ahmaud Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery was killed February 23rd in a neighborhood outside the coastal port city of Brunswick in Georgia. No one's been arrested or charged in the case, but apparently he was just killed. For some reason, them niggas was shooting. And they killed him because he was jogging and they felt like he was a threat.
Probably because he was black, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Be careful where you jogging, goddamn. They might think you running from something. Donald Trump ignores compulsory mask signs as he tours mask factory but wears goggles before admitting there will be more deaths as the states begin to reopen. So that's what I want to talk about a little bit. President Donald Trump ignored signs requiring a mask be worn when he toured a mask factory in Arizona on Tuesday afternoon, and only wore safety goggles to protect his eyes even as he was surrounded by workers in face coverings. Attention, face masks are required in this area, read the sign in the portion of the factory President Trump toured. Please wear your mask at all times, one of the safety guidelines on the sign of the factory entrance, but President Trump did not wear one as he observed. I don't know why it's funny to me. As he observed workers, a White House official said that the facility said officials were not required to wear masks, but to take all precautions. How you gonna tell every other nigga to wear a mask?
And you not wearing one. Come on, bro.
That's funny as fuck.
Hey, that nigga with Trump is jokes, man.
He was like, nigga, I don't got no mask on. I don't give a fuck.
Mask off. Mask off.
I'm like, nigga, I don't got no mask
on. I'm future in this bitch. I'm future. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a little late, man.
It's late.
I got work tomorrow, man. I low-key want to call in sick.
Back in them trenches, I still have not been called back. It has been terrible times for me, but I'm not a trooper and doing the best I can.
Hey man, go ahead, tell him, man. You gotta give him that knowledge you gave him yesterday, man. I don't really want to listen, man. Go ahead.
Make sure your hours, your job, any type of way was affected by COVID. Make sure that you apply for that unemployment. It's important. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a hassle. It's gonna be a lot, but just get through it. You have the time. It's money owed to you. Just do the shit because you're gonna get the money. Goddammit. You're gonna get it because even if you get denied for the regular.
Can't even see.
Even if you get, I can't. Even if you
number one, right? 3 points.
Even if you get denied for the regular unemployment, you're gonna get passed for the pandemic unemployment assistance that came from the stimulus package where everyone got the $1,200 as well. So you're gonna get that money as well. What's owed to you at the very least is $120. They're also supposed to add an extra $600. I don't know if your state's gonna be doing that, but if it is, just keep in mind you will be getting that as well. But at the very least, you're gonna be getting some type of money. So make sure, even if it takes at least the whole day, do it. Goddammit. And I even tell people this is something new, but also I'm like, man, hey, if you were also affected by this pandemic as well, go ahead and apply for them snaps, for them food benefits, goddammit. I'm like, hey, they owe the people.
You see you can get some what for nothing?
A little something from nothing.
Oh.
Saying?
You believe that?
As of right now, yes. Once this shit is over, no. But once this is right now, yes. Yeah. There's a lot of things you can definitely put in and be helped from the government assistance. You just got to be willing to go through the process. Even though they're putting out a numerous amount of people who are going through the process, there's still a numerous amount of people who aren't going through the process because of that process or they don't know about the process.
And you think about it, I'm not even gonna say names or nothing, but you helped that one person out. I mean, they didn't even do it, so it's like.
And there's even more because I even.
But it's like if you think about, think about that, y'all. Go ahead, give us a like, goddamn it. Think about that right there, man.
There's even more than that because I'm like, even before that, I'm like my job, like multiple people who was under me, they was asking me, they was like, how do I apply for and I do this, and that. And I told them, and I know they still didn't end up doing it because they didn't know how. Even while I was working, I remember one of the persons I was around, they was saying they didn't know how to do this shit. And I had to tell them, there was 2 people actually, and I had to tell them the particular website. And even then, I know they didn't because I'm like, there's a long process. If you're not willing to go through the process, then you're not going to be able to get nothing out of it.
Say it again. Say it again.
If you're not,
say it again.
If you're not willing to go through the long process, you're not going to be able to get nothing. So there was out here, at least
you gotta say it again. You gotta say it again.
At least where I'm at, I helped out at the very least 6 or 7 people.
You gotta say it again though for these people.
I don't know how many people did it. I know 2 people did it out of those 7 people. The other people, I know I'll let them in the right direction.
You said let them in the right direction.
Yes, I did. It's looking like it's definitely man-made. It's looking like we're put in this position to actually boost the economy. Or let me say this, that the boost the rich, the boost the 1%, to boost the wealthy.
Is that what you feel?
The wealthy is getting wealthier right now.
Speak.
The wealthy is getting wealthier right now.
Speak again. Say that.
Everyone who's getting money during this time, who's getting a significant amount of money, life-changing money, life-changing loans, is the wealthy businesses, the wealthy people. No one who's self-employed, small business, like the nigga who's be like, man, I got my own business, I'm doing my own thing. That nigga's like, I need to reopen right now. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker comes in and say I got coronavirus from you. Because if you hear the reason why there's a lot of stagnation when it comes to passing that next stimulus package, because all the Republicans are saying, I don't give a fuck what y'all telling y'all want to give the people. We ain't pass that until y'all put somewhere in there that these businesses don't have any type of liability when they reopen. Because the big businesses are not reopening right now because they understand the precaution they have to take. Because like we're not going to get sued. We're not going to take the lawsuits.
When you saying big business, explain.
When I talk about big business, I mean the non-essential big businesses that make a lot of money that are kind of like nationwide, that are everywhere. They're taking a little bit more precaution when they're opening it back up because they're looking at it and they're saying, okay, if I do open back up, we're going to see a lot of sues coming because they know there's going to be money. There's going to be people who's going to be plotting because people do that already. Mm-hmm. And that's why Republicans are pushing for that liability, the liability to be in, less of a liability for these businesses to be in the package. So a lot of the businesses won't have to worry about people going in there. And if they do get that sickness, suing them. Mm-hmm. They're saying we don't want to pass nothing unless that's in there. It's like, you got to put that in there. If you put that in there, let's talk. until you put that in there, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you put it from my face. I don't want because at the end of the day, I'm like, you can pay the people some money, but it's like we're not going to shut down the economy. We have to keep this shit open because we need to get shit going. Like, that's their whole entire mode. That's their MO. That's how it seems at least. I see what you're saying. So like we need to protect these businesses. Like we can't have people suing for some shit when we already know that it's a risk already to go outside. Like we know there's a risk to go anywhere right now. It is. So to give people the power to maybe make money off of being like, I just stepped in this business and nigga, I'm sick now. Like we can't do that. We can't have that because that's gonna make everything go in reverse. I get that. I get it. Seems heartless, but I get it.
Hey bro, should I make a point guard or a shooting guard? That's what but it's gonna be undersized. So my shooting guard, he gotta be like 6'2" point. I was thinking about like 5'11". 5'11", 5'10". Left hand.
Left hand. Okay.
What team though? That's the only thing I'm trying to find. I'm gonna start over. I was feeling that. I was like, we gonna.
What
grind.
You mean though? What team?
What team?
Over a franchise?
Yeah, I don't know what team to kind of like be on. You feel me? Because I'm like, if you're gonna be little, it's hard when you little. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like them going for layups and all that shit, like shit.
I feel like we should be in the West.
I gotta be in the West. I should go here.
You doing a franchise?
No, I'm doing my play.
Oh. Wait, how do you know what team you're gonna be? Do you get drafted?
I know. I'm just saying what teams I should try to, you could pick what teams you want to get drafted to.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like what fit would be good. Why is you got points, boy?
This shit popular.
Will be in the point guard?
Nah, it's like what they're looking for.
Now go here, the sun.
Sun's kind of weak,
though. Alright. I mean, who else would be nice?
Spurs.
They weak, bro. Look at the Spurs compared to them. It's the same. In there with Luka.
Luka supposed to be the point.
Then I'll just be like a ./2, 5'10". Like, I'm gonna make a score. I'm not gonna make him pass first, and then he's gonna be a dog. So I was even thinking Mavs or because you wouldn't say a Mavs is they was like what is a 5th, 4th ranked team. I don't know. Anyway, ain't it crazy? Cinco de Mayo was on Taco Tuesday. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go there, bro.
I respect that.
Man, respect that. 5'10". So it'll be me, Luka, and Donkey. So I'd be the 3-headed monster. We got hype though. We got Kali Stein. Yeah, all right.
You not for our franchise? Oh man,
yeah, see that's what. But anyway, y'all. What were we talking about? Oh, you was coming up with the articles and shit, wasn't you?
Yeah, man. I think I'm chilling, man. 12:30, man. Let me get up out of here, man. Like we gave y'all, man. We was out here, you know what I'm saying?
Did you want to do a song or you good?
Oh, man. We got to do the song, goddammit. So we're going to take a short coronavirus break. We're going to be right back. And you already know we're going to come with the motherfucking tunes. So you're going to still see us, but just imagine like it's a break.
You stupid.
Oh, you get a text?
Yeah. You said what?
It's Wednesday though.
He sent it yesterday though.
Oh. Why did I just get it there?
Oh, I guess he sent it today, so yeah, you're right.
What's crazy is though, I'm like, damn, nigga, like, you late.
I know.
That shit was like 4 months ago. You see how them niggas just big responded to this shit though?
Cause who sent it? Who was the video with?
That's funny to the motherfucker. Oh my god. Yeah, you all right? Hold that. We still on break. Let's still break, y'all. Goddamn it. It's break, man. Oh. We feeling? How we feeling? How we moving here?
Anything throwing, I'm a kill. That's what I'm on.
Hold up,
You should split that, man.
What?
Whatever you about to do. That's you gonna set something up. You gonna set up a.
Yeah, we can do that.
You know what I'm saying? We just split. What's good with y'all though, man? I know we on break, but you know, man, I just like to stay engaged, man, because I know I like to listen to these back, man. I just think we give good content, man, just good vibes, good energy, no cap, man. Ah.
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. yeah. We still on break though, goddammit. That's what I should have put in. I don't know why I ain't put in that. I'm gonna do that next because we're gonna do more than one song. We're gonna do more than one song.
What's up, y'all?
Because now I'm feeling P&B Rockers.
What? Nah, I was just saying like the doors are open.
All right, I don't know what this is gonna sound like.
Yeah. Okay. No choice. DJ Bravo.
Yeah.
Shit that I see is different. Put something different. I was like, I don't know. This is not knocking hard enough for me to really, I don't know. I wasn't feeling that. Were you feeling that one? I don't know. It was iffy on. It was iffy. I won't even, I was just like, give me something different. That nigga got me shoot. Should I make a shooter? Should he be a shooter, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, what she be? She have boomies? She have dumb houses?
You should be a nigga who just do everything.
1, 2,
Like, you mean,
3,
like, he
4.
fat as fuck. That nigga got bars.
This is the only one. This is the only one that's the closest they can do everything. We can shoot, dribble, and go to the rack.
Try.
Want me to put one on? I go. I do the beat today. I got you. Yeah. I got you.
Hold up, y'all. We still on the break. Hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to that nigga who rocking with us right now. Cause we about to come with some meat. God damn it, I promise you.
I got you right now. So you ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, I think I got one now too. What we gonna see? Go ahead, bring it in. Whoa.
I feel like it's coming in waves. I feel like it's on. I gotta keep on going though. I cannot stop though. This shit is going hard, man. I feel like I'm raw though.
Yeah.
But it's just war.
Wow.
That is just war backwards.
Yeah.
I'm out here trying to get money. I feel like I gotta go. I cannot stay in the same place.
Yeah.
I cannot stay in the same mind. I gotta get to the money now. I gotta get on my fucking grind. Cause if I don't fucking do that, then I ain't gonna fucking shine. I'ma just I'ma just die.
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like these niggas, they watching me.
Man.
I don't be tripping. I feel like every one day they be clocking me. I know they mad. They always just talking to me.
Why they doing?
Fuck what they say. I don't be listening, nigga. I be watching.
Man.
I got the money in hand. I feel like the man. Yeah, most of y'all niggas get mad. I feel like I'm about to stand. Yeah, none of y'all niggas know about how I be moving. I am. About to just get a couple million, nigga. I just need a couple of them bands. Yeah, I be on top. I feel like these niggas be mad at me. I just be moving. My little bitch, she calling me up, but I already know I be flowing. When that time you see me, my nigga, I never be trying to be losing. I feel the man. I just go do what I be doing. Look how I'm doing.
I feel like I met up with peace. I just be going through this shit hot, and I be feeling like I gotta keep peace. I feeling like I gotta get to the sheets. I gotta get into the sheets. Can I stop me because I'm trying to get to the dollars, and I feel like I am a freak. I feel like I'm in the creek. I feel like I gotta get to the dollars. I gotta get keeps. I'm out here doing what I gotta do, and looking at her and she looking at me. I cannot stop this little bitch because she gonna do what she doing, and I'ma do me. I'm out here feeling like I gotta do it to the dollars, and I'm trying to get bills like me.
Yeah, straight. I love the way she be talking on my phone. She talking like she wanna play. I don't got no time, nigga. I be on shit. Make me feel like I just be winning. All of my niggas, they calling me and they tell me that they don't got no time. They just gon' feel it. I got a couple of hoes, they call some crazy. Nigga, I'm listening. I know I'm doing my shit. I just be moving, nigga. I move like I been. Yeah.
I be feeling like I'm being stiller. I be doing money and I'm being realer. And I'm looking at her now, she been killing at a pussy 5'9" bid in it. And I'm looking at her now, she been in it. And she moving now, she gotta get it now. And I feel like I am a tsunami now, cause I'm dripping hard. And I'm looking at her like I am a star. Now I'm trying to get money. Now I'm about to pull up in a coupe. Now I'm in a car, looking at her like she really is a bar. Cause I'm about to do like she is a cream. And she looking at me now, she trying to get dollars. Now she all up on the fucking bean.
Even in line, it's coming. My little bitch, she be turned. She call me, yeah, she be phone. Yeah. She never see no one like me. I be a different nigga. I feel like I'm about to get money, I see. Never just noticed the nigga be moving the way I be moving, be clean. I feel like I'm Mr. Clean. I feel like I'm Mr. Clean. My little bitty, she clean. She looking good in them jeans. Niggas be mad the way I be looking. I be looking just to clean. I just be moving the way I just wanna move, nigga. I'm moving to me. Yeah. I mean, do what I do. I mean, just move how I move. Come on, little bitty, I tell her that she be the truth. I feel like I just be the truth. Else means I be the truth. My little bitty, she know what to do. I don't got time cause I already knew. All of y'all niggas mad cause I be new.
Yeah, man. You said you had one? We can do two. We're gonna do two in this bitch.
Yeah, man. We gotta get them two, man. I'm how's it gonna sound.
Saying insurance. What's your auto insurance?
Shout out to the people, you know what I'm saying? It's a slow night tonight. I spell it because the economy's going back up.
You crazy.
Niggas out there, they busy.
I
know this is going to sound weak, man. See that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I've been on my new shit. Got my little bitty tummy, I feel like I just be fluent. She just calling me up, she be on some really new shit. I be on the new shit. I know she be talking like she do this. I don't got no time, I feel like I just be moving. I just be doing what I really do be doing. She just call me up, she said that she just be losing. I don't got no time, I told that I just be fooling. Ha. Couple of my old, they just be loving me. Way that I be feeling, I be fucking clean. Niggas getting mad, I don't fucking me. Nothing on the other shit. You get mad, I just moving on some other shit. Never seen no way, I just be doing other shit. I know you just mad, I'm waiting for some time. Bust it clear, she just be loving the way I'm doing when I'm moving. I just tell her she just winning, I just never plan to lose. I just want it on the top, she calling me that fluence. I ain't got no time to stop, nigga, I just really do it. I feel like I'm here for a little time. She be calling me an answer that she mine. I don't got no time, I feel like I just be moving. I feel like niggas got mad, I do what I do, I swear, I be on some other shit. She just be moving, yeah, she be moving quick. Niggas getting mad because I do my shit. All these other niggas, they just call me it. I just be up on it. I just be moving on it. Niggas, they don't know it, on it. I feel like I'm really on some more shit.
Baby, you did good.
Oh.
And she practiced. Yeah. Feeling like I had no practice.
Yeah.
I just went up her like a man.
Whoa.
Had to go.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Nah.
So I can't let you stay long. Gotta hit the door when it's gone.
Gone.
I don't understand why they hating on me. I just let them know since day one.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to cup you, little bitch. I'm just trying to have me some fun. No young thug. And I'm feeling like I'm on this track like a thug. Just trying to spit this shit. And I ain't trying to walk. And I don't got no plug.
Yeah. I be moving. Feeling like they mad, I'm fluid. Going. With my little bitty, we be doing. Got no time, nigga, I just be stolen. Yeah. I got fluid. With my nigga, and we moving. Couple bars, I be doing. I be smoking with some drink, got me loose. Yeah. That's when you knew it. Call me fluid. Yeah. With my dogs, we be boozing. Why they mad at me?
Why they mad?
They be mad.
They be mad.
They be talking like they mad at me. Niggas never know about it. I don't got no problem.
I fuck with that, man.
Yeah,
man. Appreciate the last dude that was rocking with us, man. If you want to drop
been
a
here the whole
like,
time, man. I'm telling you, man, it was a little bit different in the chat because I understand, man. We're back. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get everything back moving, so niggas is bored. I'm telling you this right now. We're gonna keep on. This weekend, I'm excited for this weekend. Tomorrow, we're gonna do a breakdown of UFC 249. Predictions. It's gonna be. We're officially getting out of the COVID talk. It looks like it's time for the country and the people to move on. It's a good sign. Tomorrow's going to be the first talk back to business. And then, obviously, we got Saturday to look forward to, man. It's going to be great. I'm excited, man. It's going to be weird with no fans, but it's still going to be great. We're going to be back. It's going to be alive.
We got something to talk about then.
Something. So, tune in to that.
Tune in, man.
As always, BlakGooseTV. Stay live. I be moving.
Whatever,